All right, boys, I started running on the 2nd of March. Right now, it's the 29th of March, and this month I have ran 400 and around 40K this month on my first month running. Figure how many times I just said run and month in the first 10 seconds there, motherfucker. All right, so I want to speak about a few things I've learned in this month. And what's helped me get through, what not doing has helped me get through as well, and just general mindset on why the fuck I started running 100K weeks. It's kind of like my first weeks doing this. So, last video you saw, I started a cut in February because I became a fat fuck who did nothing, and the momentum alone from like trying to finally get him back to like change my life again, figured running might be a good thing to do. Turns out it's a great tool to eat like a fat fuck because you can just burn a shit ton of calories. But it was like sheer, what's the word, man? When you're interested in something, sheer, like, I don't know what the word is. It was like a sheer fuck it, I'll start running. And it was great. I think my first run was like a 7K, wanted to die. The next day was 7K, a little bit easier, and then like 15, then a 20, and so on and so forth. Here's like my number one thing, my number one mindset going into running all of this distance. First of all, I feel great. My number one mindset going into this is, if you want to progress quicker than everyone else, you have to do more than everyone else. Bottom line. I'm quite lucky in a way that my brother is who he is, that the circle of people I'm in are fucking animals, who are running like 2:30 marathons. They're running fucking across countries. They're running, you know what I mean? So the people I'm surrounded by, I guess 100K week just seemed natural because they're all doing like 100-mile weeks, you know? But I want to fucking catch up to them, right? So I need to do more than them to catch up to them. Bottom line, I can't catch up to them doing less than them, and I can't catch up to them doing the same amount of work as them, because they already have the lead on me, right? So that's my mindset going in, is I have to outwork these fuckers. And then one day, I'm going to fucking have them. I'm going to say, hey, motherfucker, I got you. And I think this works well. Having a target, at least. For me, it's a moving target. But having a target works well if you want to talk about motivation. Maybe. I'm not sure if it's motivation. But you cannot compare distance, and you can't compare heart rate with other people, because they're totally independent stats, unless you're on the same level as them. If you're a novice, amateur like myself, comparing against fucking sub-elites, elites, crazy motherfuckers, ultra distance, fucking just run the globe, you know what I mean? And all they drink is a Diet Coke type shit. If you want to compare yourself against them, there's only one thing you could do. You can't compare heart rate, and you can't compare distance, because distance, they'll run a different speed to you, and you'll have to do much more work to match their distance. Heart rate is just totally delusional if you want to match that against anyone else's. But what you can match them on is time on feet. You look at these motherfuckers. You look at someone you want to be like. Look at someone you want to beat. Look at a blank canvas. I don't fucking know. If they're running, I don't know, let's pull a number out my ass. If they're running 100K a week, and that 100K a week takes them about 7 hours on feet, do 14 hours a week, motherfucker. Do 10 hours a week. Do 8 hours a week, 9 hours a week. Just outwork them. Time on feet is the one stat you can compare yourself to everyone, no matter what. It's the one stat that a novice can beat an elite guy in. Is time on feet. If you want to outwork someone, if you want to beat them in your weird way, if you want to beat someone else in a weird way, you can't do it heart rate, because you're fucking out of shape like me. I'm 130 going up the stairs sometimes. You can't beat them distance, right? Because they're going to run faster than you. They're going to run more efficiently than you, and their body's already in tune with distance. But what you can beat them on is time on feet. get some, just fucking crank easy time on feet, and that way you're going to catch up to where you need to catch up to quicker than others. Now, two things I learned. I'd started running this, never been a runner. I started running this during OMAD, and then I think I had a few days in a row where I just ate meat, and I went out the next day running, and I was like, I just felt like a bitch. Like every 4K or so, like I was totally gassed. I was totally empty. And I was like, oh, I'm not eating any fucking carbs. And that was my issue. So from that day, I started eating like a bag, like 300 to 400 grams of uncooked pasta every day. Obviously, I cook it, but that's the fucking way. You know what I mean? 1,000 calories plus of pasta every single day. Instant benefit. Like instantly, the next day, like instantly. Huge impact to me. Just dedicated carbs. And it, like one day, yeah, the next day you'll do good. But having carbs in for like the entire week, like you just get constant improvements. Number 2, salt, electrolytes. I don't have a can because I've cranked all of them. But, 1 second, this is unedited, 1 sec. You can still hear me because I got this fancy fucking mic. All right, let me grab you the biggest fucking, in my opinion, the one thing, I don't know how the fuck people run without this shit. Cadence. You see this shit right here? This is fucking how I can run for 3-4 hours at a time, totally fasted. Is the fucking electrolytes in this, the soda. I don't know how it works. I'm not a fucking rocket scientist or some shit, but I put 2 of these fucking sachets. Damn, the light went. I put 2 of these sachets in a bottle of this, and I'm fucking good. Like I just sip every time I run a K. I sip. These videos. They're going to be a ruckus. I put 2 of them in one of these. This is like 300. This is 400 mil. Dog, I can fucking... this shit just gets me. I don't know what it is. What I notice is when I don't run with electrolytes, I get this from like Holland and Barrett. When I don't run with electrolytes, or just plain water, or even when I don't run with carbs as well, I think, I get like fucking crazy cramp in like... the heel of my foot, I get a crazy cramp, and I think that's to do with that's just like super overworked. I don't fucking know. I'm not a runner, figuring this out on the fly. But whenever I run on one of these things, like I never cramp, and I don't think I get more energy from it. Maybe I do. I just feel better. I feel like fueled better. And something weird as well. This is a bit of a glitch. I guess I'm on to the next point now. It's a crazy glitch, right? But when I realized this, it opened the doors to everything. If you want to run further, don't stop running. Mind blown, right? But if you want to run further, if you want to have the ability to run further, just fucking run further. Like, the only difference between someone who ran 50K and someone who ran 100K is the guy who ran 100K didn't stop at 50K. It's fucking as simple as that. If you want to run further, just run. Don't, like... Because I did a 7K, and I was like, man... Because I wanted to do a 10K, but I bitched out. And I was like, man, how the fuck do people do 10Ks, 15Ks every day, 20Ks every day? Well, they get to 7K and they just fucking keep running. I made a video on that on my Instagram. It was like kind of as a joke, but not really. Like it's that simple. And the next day I went out and did a 15. The next day I went out and did a 20. And I think a few days after that I did a 30. Just if you don't stop running, you go further. It's fucking crazy to think about. First week of running, this is the next point. Everyone told me, nah, you're gonna get like injury. I think my brother said injury speed run. I saw a nutritionist and she looked like she was watching a horror film. I didn't see one. She was at like a run club. She looked like she was watching a horror film when I told her I was doing everything fasted and the mileage I was doing. Lots of people say you're doing too much, all of this shit. I'll speak about injuries. Like, I've got niggles that come and go. The most severe thing I've had has been like a really, really, really tight Achilles. My left Achilles has been fucking, it was so painful to the touch. But my mindset with that is, dog, you can fix these things on the go. Like in any other sport in the world, you can fix minor injuries and pre-injuries and inflammation and early signs of tendinitis on the go. You don't have to lose your momentum. You don't have to lose your, what's it called? You don't have to lose your progress. Like, you don't have to stop moving. You can work on this shit as you go. And I have been doing that. I've been using like my tib, like a tib bar. You'll see, I'll put some of this shit up, but I've been using like a tib bar. Basically, I've been stretching out my ankles, stretching out everything in my lower body, and then doing some strength work once it's stretched out. Some days I couldn't walk, and then I get in a really, really hot fucking bath, and then I stretch out, then I get some strength work in, and then I can run 30K. But now I feel great. Now I've kind of ran through all of that. No real niggles. That's why I want to start lifting weights now as well, so I can get more like a strength routine in and more of a stretching regular routine in to kind of look after the body as I'm kind of getting some beating on it, doing 100K weeks. Every bit of running I've done, other than yesterday, has been zone 2. And every single time I go out running at the moment, I feel more fit than the day before. Dog, I went on a run this morning. This morning I went on a run. My heart rate for the first 3Ks was in the 120s. I could fart a few weeks ago and I was 140. Go upstairs, I'm 170. Like, under the sheer volume I've done and doing it in really easy heart rate, like 150 and under, no matter how slow it takes, just fucking drop your ego, loser. Like, you're a loser. Like, why can't I can't run in zone 2, it's too slow. Well, just fucking drop your ego. What the fuck is wrong with you? The sheer mileage I've done, my body has adapted so quick within a month. I went out yesterday and I was on a slow run. Usually every run has been easy other than one, and that was yesterday. I usually listen to a Spotify playlist, and the fucking playlist wouldn't load, and I clicked DJX by accident. First time I run with music, and the bangers, like, DJX can be like fucking half bullshit, half good, but yesterday it just respected the fucking run or something. And it just hit me with banger, banger, bang. And I said, fuck it. I started speeding up at 3K. And then before I knew it, heart rate was at fucking 200. And I hit a 10K PR. The second half of the run was my second fastest 5K ever by a thin margin as well. Fucking felt good. And I never would have been able to do that if I started running and I was just doing 20K weeks, because you got to build up and, catch the marathon and catch all of this shit. Like, dog, if you want to progress faster than people, do more than other people. Bottom line. I'm not telling everyone to do this. Like, I know my body a lot, not in running, but I know my body a lot. I've done wrestling. I've got lifting to elite and advanced levels across the board. I'm very well in tune with my body. I've done a lot with it, just never running. And I kind of know that, I have always struggled with cardio. That was my weakest point when I was wrestling, and I started looking into conditioning. And then my first stop of conditioning was 1,000 squats every day, 1,000 push-ups in an hour, building up, trying to get to 1,000 pull-ups, 1,000 jumping jacks. That's my baseline of doing shit. My baseline of doing shit is, all right, day one, go to your extreme level, go to where others would tell you not to go. And if you can do it, that's your new base level, and build from there. That's kind of my mindset on a lot of this shit. Now, this isn't, and I always speak about fuck motivation. I fucking hate, first of all, motivation is fucking gay. You're using you're using another man's words to get you up out of bed. It's just fucking it's not a good thing to rely on. So last year, I think it was January, my brother ran across Cyprus. And I watched the documentary in February, I think, when it came out. And I called him up and I was like, man, that was fucking incredible. And it was like a journey. He went through a personal journey as well. And I was like, and it fucking fired me up. Because I've done nothing for the past years. I'm injured. I was kind of down in the hole. And it brought me out that hole, that motivation. I had a spark of motivation. It brought me out the hole. And I was like, man, can you imagine if I could fucking run that? And I called him up and I was like, man, that shit was so motivational. Like, I want to get up and run it right now. And he was like, start running. So I started running last year in February. I don't know if it was mid-Feb or whatever. And he took me up to Vicky Park. We did a 5K. I think it took me 30-something minutes. So everything's on that Strava. I don't know if this was a Strava. Might be. He took me out for a 5K. I think it took me nearly 40 minutes. I threw up a few times. It was fucking crazy. And then I just stuck at it. But I was motivated. I was doing it from motivation. And I was doing way less miles than I'm doing now, obviously. And then I ran for a few months. I think I ran for 2 months. On the third month, it was London Marathon. Someone dropped out and there was a spare bib and that bib ended up in my hands. And then I actually ran London Marathon after a few, I don't know, it felt like 8 weeks or something. I ran London Marathon. I got fucking heat stroke in that bitch. I ran it in 4 hours, 30 minutes. In a pair of shoes that was a size too small. Nuked my feet. I think there's a video of my feet now with like 250,000 views on my Instagram because they got fucked up. Couldn't walk for a fucking while. Got a cross trainer, did like a week of work on that, and then shortly after that, my little girl arrived. I became a dad, and then that was the end of fucking running. So I did like a 3-month stint last year that was purely spawned from motivation. This time feels very different. And that was my only experience running and like cardio before. I've always been like meathead, fuck cardio, fuck all of this stuff. But going forward from here, I'm going to continue running 100K weeks. I don't want to run more than 100K a week just yet. It's going to be like 15K a day-ish. And my main goal is try to do, and I'm an open sponge. I'm an open book with this. I'm a sponge. I want to learn from as many people as possible. I want to be inspired and learn as much as possible. My goal was to run 100K a week from now on, but make it as easy as possible to do, which means better fueling, so easier whilst I'm in the run, easier recovering from the run energy-wise, and then easier recovering from all the miles physically, right? So that needs to be fueling, there needs to be strength work, stretching, all of that shit. That's my goal from now, is maintain 100K a week whilst I get a stronger diet, whilst I get a stronger body. And I'm already working towards a goal that won't be public for a while. It'll probably be public once I've done it. But I'm working towards a super interesting long-term goal now. And this running 100K weeks is going to help. That's my goal from now. Continue running 100K weeks. Just get better at it. Don't really have a 10K PB time, a marathon PB time, any of that shit just yet. I'm just enjoying running. I'm just enjoying running. Put on a little podcast. Maybe, if I'm on the beach, I won't have headphones in. I'm just enjoying the movement. I gotta fix. If you haven't watched my last video, I got like I broke my neck. I broke my fucking back. I got 3 discs that are still out. Both shoulders are fucking nuked. Double slap tear. One of them has extra bone growth. Looks like a freak. One of them I did get a surgery on, but it was a temp fix because I was trying to get a tryout for wrestling. Dr. Saw was his name. He did something on the fly so I could wrestle, and he was like, this will get you there, but once you get there, word for word, definitely not word for word, I can't remember what the fuck he said. I'm double concussion champion. He said, he basically said, this will fix you up, but if you carry on doing what you're doing, wrestling, this shit is going to pop out and snap. He basically took, all the tendons were just fucking shredded, and he basically said I made one big tendon with him. I turned all this shit that was fucked up and cleaned it up, turned it into one new fucking seatbelt, and then seatbelted it across so like the labrum could do fucking something, I don't know, but everything's haggard on me. So I'm going to try and continue to run 100K a week whilst de-haggering myself. And I'm going to try and learn from all the runners I know, everyone I respect, maybe people I don't even respect, but if I respect what you're doing, I respect you. Maybe people I don't like, I don't know, whatever. I just want to become a better runner. I want running to be easier, and I'm going to use that as kind of momentum to fix up my body. Another thing I made a video about is like theory versus action, and that is exactly, no, sorry, theory versus fact. And that's exactly, I have lots of rants about this, but that's exactly what I did now. People were like, in theory, I knew a few months ago that if I got my shit together, oh yeah, I could run 100K a week. But now, in fact, I know I can run 100K a week because I've actually done it. People are like, how do you plan to run 100K weeks? How do you fit the plan around? Like, what are you doing? Like, yada, yada, yada. Man, don't, like, you'll get lost in the planning in anything. Like, if you're an expert in opinion, if you're an expert in theory, congratulations, you're an expert in opinion. Everyone has an opinion. No one gives a fuck, right? If you're an expert, but if you do something and you know the outcome of the action you just made, you now know a fact. People will get lost in how do you run 100K weeks? How do you plan it around it? Don't plan it. Just if you go out and do one run, guess what? You now no longer have to plan 100K a week. You now have to plan a 80 fucking 4K week because you just ran 16K in a run. Then do another run. Then do another run, and then you'll get to the weekend and you got 40K to hit, and you could do 220s. Congratulations, you got 100K a week. Stop getting fucking lost in all the theory. Just start learning facts. Start taking action and just fucking do shit. You'll be so fucking surprised at what you can achieve just by, they call it like retard maxing. It's basically the same thing. Like, stop fucking thinking about theory so much and just take action. And by taking action, you'll know facts. Bottom line. Now, if I can give you guys one takeaway that I've got from the first month, and that might be able to help you out, is, don't compare heart rate, don't compare diet, don't compare distance, don't compare anything. Don't compare fucking shoes, don't compare dick size, don't compare anything with other runners. Compare time on feet. If you want to progress more than someone else, you need to do more work than the other person. If you want to catch up to other people, you need to outwork them. You won't beat them on your heart rate, you won't beat them on distance, beat them on time on feet. And let them motherfuckers know that you're after them. Because then they'll do more work, and then you have to do more work. That's my biggest takeaway from it all. That's my biggest thing I can give out to someone, Time on feet. If you want to progress up more than other people, fucking do more than them. That's the bottom line, and that's fuck running. That goes to do with everything, right? So, anyway, let me turn this video off because I don't know how fucking long I've been speaking. 22 minutes. God damn. If anyone listens to that, good job. But yeah. I'm not sure how many, sorry, I'm on my phone and being very antisocial. I'm not sure how many Ks I'll finish up on the month. Here we go, look. You've done 45 activities so far this month, up from 0 at this point last month. Active time, 49 hours, 23 minutes. Distance, 438K. I've already ran today. I'll probably finish this month up on 450K, I'd imagine. How many days are March? Maybe just over 450K, but really, that was because I did 220K weeks. I'm going to stay at like 100K a week. I got something in my fucking eye, and it's pissed me off. I feel like I've said anything I need to say, so I'm ending the video. If you want to run more, if you want to progress quicker than other people, fucking run more than other people. If you don't want to die, fucking this is the best shit in the fucking world. That's that shameless plug, even though I ain't sponsored by no one. I just respect the fuck out of them. All right, see you later, boys.